Well, the road to nationals, nationals is a lot different than normal practices and things like that because it's more intense. You go longer, you have more practices, obviously. Whereas for games and things, you just have to go through maybe an hour's worth of material that you're going to do for the games. And for nationals, you have a huge routine that you have to have perfect because you only get one chance to do it, and if you fail, that's it, and you're gone. You go back home.
That'd be about 16 practices. Now with nationals practices, we should have a few more, but it's still not that many. Okay, it's time to start getting these now. Here we go.
For me as a coach, it really begins when camp goes because we don't know until after camp whether we're going to compete or not. So we're looking at abilities, do we have the potential, do we have the money, things like that. We start in September once we decide we're going to do this. We kind of get the idea of what stunts we want with our particular group that we have. We're not a Kentucky, we're not an Alabama, we're not a scholarship team, so things are different there. We try to use the maximizing skills that we can to get us the most points. So really pretty much all of us this year have put different ideas into this routine. It's kind of a first. We use some old things that we've used and tweaked them a little bit, and just started working with the different people that we have.
It's really different from a lot of sports because you condense everything you've worked on for months and months and months into one 3-minute performance.
But that's why we're changing some things because it's not working. We've done this for a month and a half. So at this point in time with certain things, if it's not going to hit and it's not going to work, we got to change it so it's going to hit. So once we start going to Christmas break or right before that, we need to be able to put this stuff together. And still some things might not be perfect, but we can work through it when we know it. It's not that bad, but just these little things we're jacking around right now that we got to pull it together and move on. Because I want to move on to the pyramids. We need to do some baskets tonight. So really concentrate on this.
We lose our whole winter break to practice. We practice about 4 hours a day every day. And when we get down there, it's a 2.5-minute routine, full out with a bunch of stunts and flips. It's really not easy. When you're come off that mat, you just want to die afterwards.
For basket tosses, I think it's a lot scarier to do them for nationals because you definitely have to count on the guys, and the guys are a lot more nervous than they appear to be, and they make you freak out more than you should. And you're also doing like double twists in the air. You don't really know where you're at while you're doing it. And then you expect the guys to catch you at the very end. Sometimes they don't.
I am Sweet Tony.
I am Victoria.
And we are partners for the IME, which is the intermediate stunt. And she is the most wonderful partner ever. She has to trust me, and I have to trust her, else it won't work out. Like, we're a team. She was the first girl I ever did a toss Cupid with, which is a one-arm stunt, and I've never dropped her, so that's good.
And it's going to help our nationals routine because I stunt with him throughout most 13, so...
I get more excited than nervous. It's like an anxious feeling right before you step on the mat.
Yeah, I'm going to be nervous, very nervous.
I cheered here at Ball State for about 4 years, and then I've been coaching the last 2. This is my 2nd year. And I went to nationals and competed at nationals 3 years in a row, so I kind of have an understanding of the sport and what it takes to compete. I just try and feed that information to the kids and let them know like what kind of conditioning they need to do to be ready and prepared for national competition.
You're also stressed as a coach because you can't physically do it for them. Sometimes you want to, but you can't get out there. So it's more of a mental strain as a coach than it is a physical like it is for the kids.
People get hurt, you get hurt, you get sore, and it's hard, it sucks. Most people, if you talk to them on the surface, on the team, they're going to say, oh, national sucks, it sucks, practices are hard, everything's difficult. But deep down, we all want to do it and we all want to compete because that's why we're out here. And we go out there every day and we practice hard and we want to succeed. We don't want to embarrass ourselves down there and we want to do well.
Would you stand on this?
Dude, I would not be a girl. That's scary, dude. Heck no.
I know.
So, all in all, we have a great team. They're very young, they're very talented. They're going to create their own destination with this. Our goal right now is to make finals, and then, what happens, but to hit that routine. Like I said, they're a great young team. We have most of them coming back, and we're really, really excited to go.
Shake that.